Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. Bloop, bloop, that's me. Boop, Deb C. Hey guys, happy Saturday. I hope everybody is having a great start to the weekend. If not a great start, then at least a good start, and it can only get better from here, hopefully. Today, I'm starting off my recording of my video pretty early. It is 10:15 in the morning, and I'm not at Walmart. I wanted to get to this recap of Bachelor in Paradise. I watched it on Thursday night. I rewatched a little bit of it yesterday. So let's get into this week's drama-filled Bachelor in Paradise. So right off the bat, update on Sam. Sam, if she did not poop by sunrise the following morning, she was going to have to leave. So they do the countdown to sunrise. There has literally no movement there. So she leaves. Before she leaves, she talks with Aaron S. And she's sad because they did seem to have a genuine connection there. I was kind of hoping that Aaron would leave as well. He didn't. For the first time, they actually showed Olivia and Peter together. We haven't seen them. I don't know if I'm the only one, if I didn't notice it or not, but I don't think I've seen them together a lot. And also on the Braden tip, Braden is, I can't remember who he's talking to, but he's talking to someone, and he is talking about his relationship with Kat. And Braden says that he would have been okay if she wanted to explore other men, but she never gave him that indication, that's something she was thinking of, because she very happily took his rose, and so he didn't know that there was any kind of hesitation on her part. So with that, what did the producers need to do? Of course, the producers need to send another man down onto the island, because the men are already the number count for the men, I think, is higher than the women anyway. So let's send another man down. So they send down John Henry from Charity's season. John Henry, I believe he says later, he was let go pretty early in Charity's season. I think he said the second show. So they bring him down. He is an underwater welder, pretty stressful job. He says the number one person he's looking to see is Kylie, because she's just a beautiful, beautiful woman. So he goes down to the beach. The ladies are liking him. The first person he pulls to talk to is Kat. He tells her he's looking for something besides looks. He just said he was really into Kylie because of her looks, but he's looking for something besides looks. She says he's hot, and I'll take that. Tanner, you have Tanner. Oh my God. In case you all didn't know, I am now and forever will be and forever have been a Tanner girly. Tanner for everything. He can be on these shows beyond 3 times, and I'm fine with that. I love Tanner. Next, he talks with his number one, Kylie, tells her that she's his number one, and she says, well, I'm open for a date. Okay. And then last, he talks to Olivia. I was surprised by this. And to be honest with you, from the start of him talking to her, I thought they were cute. He talks to Olivia. He says he talked to her because off camera, he talked to her because she's new. As far as looks go, she says he's like a 12 out of 10, which he is cute. He's very attractive. I was really expecting him to pick Kylie. He picked Olivia. I like it. But what she did something that other women have not done. And she actually pulled Peter aside and talked to him beforehand. He said that he doesn't want her to go. I don't want you to go on the date, but he trusts her heart. She accepts, and Peter is immediately feeling nervous, as they all are. I mean, wouldn't you? I would. if I were one of them. So the one-on-one, the date is a spa treatment. And listen, I love this. I thought they were goofy. Like when they broke that spa table. Oh, that's just a way to make it like he was shy. And that was a way to kind of like, as horrifying as it might have been, like it's a way to laugh and like to maybe like relax him a little bit. I thought they got on so well. So at first I was thinking like, are they just maybe better as friends? But then when they started the massaging, I was like, oh, well, okay. And then they went into the pool and they were kissing and listen, oh no. I think I could see something between the two of them. I like her with him better than with Peter. I mean, that might be me just going in, not really digging Peter to begin with, but I don't know. I kind of like them together. And she said she is excited to get to know him. So she is in a pickle. Back at the beach, Eliza and Aaron B. Now listen, people are talking on the beach are saying they're the strongest couple on the beach. And the two of them are talking, and I think it's Aaron. Aaron B says, I don't see us wanting to talk to anyone else. We're very strong. Producers hear that, and they send in John, is it John B or John V? They send John in, and he was also from charity season. Listen, I'm going to tell you, as you all know, guess who my favorite was from charity season? If you said Tanner, you're correct. But my second favorite from that season was John. I like John a lot. So they bring John down to the beach. I wasn't mad. Ladies are drooling. He pulls Mercedes because, I mean, Mercedes is hooked up with Will, so why wouldn't he pull Mercedes? And Eliza. And he picks Eliza for the one-on-one date. And once again, very classy of Eliza, she has a talk with Aaron. Now, Aaron B, he doesn't want her to go, but Eliza says that she really hasn't had her chance to explore. She's just been hooked up with Aaron, and she really wants to do things differently than she did last year. So she says, yes, I will go on the one-on-one. They go to dinner, and the conversation seems very easy. They kind of connect, they dance, they kiss. Meanwhile, back at the beach, Aaron is just miserable. And he's saying that he went through this on charity season and it really hurt, which I don't understand. I mean, I understand, I guess, why you would come back because, I mean, they say that they trust the process and they believe that it can work and they can find love. I don't know why they would say that because history, I mean, sure, there are some couples that stay together from this process, but there's more, I believe, that break up and don't make it long term. So I'm thinking that they just come for the money. Because if you're saying like the last time I was on a show, it really hurt and maybe I had to do therapy for it or I'm still suffering from it or whatever, I don't know why you would go back. My only thought is money. I mean, that's it. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion, Tamara Judge. That's my opinion. So, and we come up to a little bit of a revelation that Peter and Olivia, they still haven't kissed. That's surprising. I'm really surprised by that. But Olivia and John Henry, they come back and Olivia asks Peter if he can talk. So they talk. She said she vibed pretty well, pretty good with John Henry. Peter says he likes where they're at, despite the fact that they have never kissed. I find that odd. I mean, you gave her the rose, but you just never kissed. I don't know. Olivia, like I said, she's in pickle because she likes them both. My opinion, I see her more as friends with Peter. I don't know. I like her better with John Henry. Olivia talks to John Henry. John Henry says, listen, I had a great time today. I want to get to know you more. I want to get to know you a little bit more. And then they kiss. And Peter pulls her to talk again because he wants to get some clarity. He said that when she was gone, he missed her, and he's more in like his feels over Olivia now. Like he has more of the feels for Olivia. And then after asking a couple times, can I kiss? Do you want to kiss? Should we kiss? Are we going to kiss? They kiss. I don't know. I still see her more with John Henry. I don't know. I still see her more with John Henry. Do I think she's going to pick John Henry? I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards more that she's going to pick. Is that Jack? No. That she's going to pick Peter. I wish she would pick John Henry. Okay. Kylie and Avon. They're talking. She comes out and is like, I want to be engaged to him, and that's it. I see my life with him. I want to be engaged to him. And if it doesn't work out with him, then she's gone. Then she's just leaving the beach. She doesn't want to date anybody else. He says he doesn't want to date anybody else. So they're good as gold. Good as gold. Wrong reality show. Hydrate with some water. Okay. Next, Wells introduces everyone to the Paradise Truth Box. This is going to be open this is going to be there all summer, or so they think. Write down your truths. Write down something that you want to say, but you might be too scared to say. It's going to be anonymous. Put it in there. Next up, listen, here's the thing. Sean, I didn't like Sean going in. I don't like Sean now. Sean admits he hasn't felt a spark with Rachel. He's still stuck on Jess. And which to me means he's basically just staying with Rachel because he wants her rose. But he admits this. And he pulls Jess to talk to her for a one-on-one conversation. He wants to figure out if there's something there with her. They had such a great conversation. So he thinks they had that one great conversation. And she says, yeah, I agree. We did have a great conversation. And I love you. And she's like, wait a minute. Hold up, buckaroo. I love you as a friend. I think you're great. And he's like, are you all in for Blake? And she's like, yes, I am all in on Blake, but I am open if the right person were to come down the steps. And he's like, be honest. I'm not the right person, right? And Jess, being as nice as she doesn't want to be like, you're correct. But she was like, yeah, you're not the right person. There's nothing for us. So meanwhile, Brayden and Blake are talking, and Brayden is upset because of the fact that by Sean talking to Jess, he's hurting Rachel. And Rachel, I guess, has just been such a great friend to everybody. He feels like Sean's just disrespecting her and hurting her. And he doesn't like that. So Blake, of course, spurs him on and stirs the pot a little bit and tells him to go, hey, Sean is talking to the woman that he wants, meaning Jess. Why don't you talk to the woman he doesn't want? So he does. Listen, do I blame him? No. I mean, it's a little shitty because I guess it's bro code, but listen. She's up. She's fair game. So hey, do it. Rachel and Brayden talk, and Brayden tells her that Sean told him that he's not sure if he wants to pursue Rachel, and which is total news to her. She's like, Sean really should have told me this. And then says that Sean says Rachel is so into him and just so into Sean, which Rachel, we find out that's not true. So Rachel talks to Sean and tells him she's surprised by this revelation. Because you didn't tell me. First of all, I'm not so completely gaga into you, and you didn't tell me you really weren't that into me. So they're talking, and Sean, I don't understand this. Sean thinks that after talking to Jess, he is just going to go back to Rachel. Everything is going to be fine. And Rachel's just going to dismiss like all of this because this whole thing that he was trying to pursue with Jess didn't work out. I don't understand this. How like you say you're dating somebody and they say, listen, I'm not really interested in you. I like your friend, so I'm going to try and get with that. And then that is like, no, thank you. So you think you're going to go back to the person that you just said you didn't have a spark with, you weren't interested in? Listen, as Peter Mon would say, attitude check, fuck you. No. I would have kicked him to the curb. And Rachel asks if he's blaming Jess because nothing came from the talk. And he's like, no, I'm not at all. So then, doesn't Sean have the nerve to be like, I might not get a rose. Now I might not get a rose. Rachel hates me and I didn't do anything wrong. Let's think about that. Y'all can look and Ken knock off. Look, he looks like Ken if you ordered a Ken doll from Temu. No, Meanwhile, Eliza and John come back. Aaron and Eliza talk, and he thought about her the whole day. She thought about him the whole day. Honestly, my opinion, I completely believe that Eliza's gonna pick Aaron B. Absolutely. Back to Sean. Now listen, Sean is making it seem like Rachel is super into him. And he has this decision to make. You don't have any decision. You have no rose unless they send somebody down the beach that totally loves your stupid ass. And he then finds out that like Braden told Rachel everything. And he's like, Braden stabbed me in the back. And he went against bro code. Listen, did he kind of stab him in the back? Kind of. But didn't you also stab Blake in the back? Because Blake is all comfy cozy with Jess, and here you go. And didn't you stab Rachel in the back? No, don't be pulling none of this. So Braden tells Sean that he told Rachel what Sean said about her because he didn't want her to be hurt. That's it. That's the reason why. Sean says you want him getting bro code, and now you could potentially have fucked up my relationship, my non-existent relationship with Rachel. And she says, now listen, rightfully so, Sean is like, did he do that just to get a rose? Okay, but listen, weren't you just in a relationship with Rachel to stay with a rose? Because now he's not complaining about, I lost this relationship with somebody I really vibed with, or I had a spark with, or I really liked. No, you immediately were like, I'm fucked because now I'm not going to get a rose. I mean, I can see what he's saying with Brayden, but do you see? You weren't in that relationship with Rachel for anything other than a rose. So turn it right back on you. Point that finger at yourself. I was thinking there was finally going to be a rose ceremony. Listen, they need to get this GD rose ceremony going because this is now the second week. This is now the second week without a rose ceremony. Okay? They need to do this damn rose ceremony. So I'm thinking it's going to be a rose ceremony, but instead it's the truth box. So the first question little trinket of knowledge that they expel from his lips is that Brayden and Rachel should make out. Later on, they do. And I love it. And I'm there for it. Do I like Brayden? Not really. He's growing on me. Am I tired of Rachel? I was tired of Rachel. Do I like the two of them together? I do. I kind of like them together. Aaron S. then takes the box and breaks it because he's going home anyways. So he's like, fuck it. I don't care. So he reads out some of the things that are written in there. Kat played Brayden. Tanner should watch out for Kat. I don't think Kat is watching out for Jess like she thinks. I think all of those are true. Who wrote all of these? Who stuffed the box with those? It could either be Brayden or it could be Aaron. Who knows? Tanner is talking to Kat. And Tanner says he was talking to Brayden. Brayden told him, listen, just be careful around Kat. And Tanner says, if this is something that keeps resurfacing, then maybe I should be cautious. He's saying because we're in the same place that you were with Brayden. What happens if somebody else comes down those steps? That's what he's saying. And Kat's furious. Kat goes up to Aaron and is talking at him. Aaron tries to talk to her and tries to get answers about like how she played Brayden. She doesn't want to answer. She walks away. She's screaming. She's in the confessional. She's screaming about him. Everybody can hear. It's a mess. Meanwhile, Sean is begging the Paradise Gods for a female to be like beamed down to the beach. And listen, underneath it said, underneath his name and his age, it said suddenly religious. I thought that was hilarious. But listen, we found out a little nugget here of information. To be on this show, Sean lost his job. So he was like, the only thing that could make this okay is if I were to find a sugar mama who would keep me. No, if I were to find the love of my life, and that would make it okay. I mean, how much money do you think you're going to be making off of reality TV? He's not that likable, and he's not like smart enough to be a villain. I don't know. I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see him next year because I don't know if he's going to have a job. So that's it. That's where it ended. And they do send down a female. Looks like they do send down a female. They send down Davia. Next week, it is Kat's birthday. Davia comes to town and plucks up Tanner. Plucks up Tanner to go on a date. Oh my God. Karma. Because it looks like Davia and Tanner have a very nice night. They're dancing. He's picking her up a la Dirty Dancing style. Ooh, my God, I swear to God, if I was tiny like that, seriously, I would find out where Tanner shops, like which Giant Eagle or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's he goes to. I would show up in a bikini. If I were built like that, like literally, I'd be like, hey, Tanner, you looking for some melons? Oh my God. I love Tanner. Okay, so anyways, Tanner, if you're watching this, I'm available. Listen, you don't want a 55-year-old arthritic fat girl living in Westmoreland County, but if you do, I'm here. So anyways, and the crazy thing is, like my good friend from high school, she, I think, works with somebody who, she works with a couple that knows Tanner. I love him. Seriously. Jen, if you're watching this, Jen doesn't subscribe to my channel. I don't think she knows this exists. But Jen, seriously, tell your friends who know Tanner. He would never. Meanwhile, what would I say? Oh my God. I love you. So I'm going to scare my dog. All right. So with that being said, let me know what you thought about this week. This is a long video. I like to ramble and I like to rant. So the 3 R's: recap, ramble, rant. Boom. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. If nobody told you yet today, it's early, but if nobody told you yet today, this morning, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, positivity, and understanding out there. Please take care of one another and listen. I say it every video. Please, when you go out, be aware of your surroundings and please stay safe, because you never know from moment to moment what can happen in this goofy world. So please stay safe, stay aware of your surroundings, and I love you guys. And I will see you tomorrow, possibly maybe even for 2 videos. So maybe. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and I love you guys. Bye, guys.